Hello and welcome to AWS Certified DevOps Professional course. In this video, we are going to discuss how to introduce a stage in the CI/CD pipeline. So, as we discussed in the previous video, we build a basic website using a two-stage pipeline where there was source repository and the deployment stage, and we successfully completed that. So in the previous videos we were just skipping the build stage, so that we will just introduce in this video. So as a build tool we'll be using Jenkins here for our deployment. So let us just proceed. What are the steps that are going to be in this deployment? So first of all, we will deploy a Jenkins server and using CloudFormation template, and then we will be having a new code repository that I can show you here. So this code repository will use the Rake utility and the HAML file to generate index to build the index.html page. So that will be the ongoing process of building the index.html page and deploying it on the deployment servers listed in the deployment groups. So let's go to the appsec.yaml file. So as you can see, it's pretty same as we did in the last video. It's having a source, destination, before install and after install, all the hooks intact. And now let's see the other things as well, like the Rake file. So the Rake file will require the Rake utility to build the index.html file and then render it. So as you can see, everything is mentioned here. So that's pretty good stuff, ready to go. And apart from that, we have the scripts, we have gem file. All these things are pretty much intact like the last video. So here we have the index.html.haml file. So this file will be used to generate the index.html page. As you can see, it's almost like the same the last video, and the message will be you have successfully completed the second tutorial for the AWS CloudFormation. So it's pretty much same as we did in the last video, but the only difference is we'll be using a build utility and build tool with Jenkins to build the index.html on the go. So what I will do, I will just create a stack, and let me tell you, I'm in CloudFormation. So what I will do, I'll just use a CloudFormation template to deploy the Jenkins server, which we will use later in this video. So I have a pre-built Jenkins server template that will do the job for me. And since CloudFormation is not a part of this video, so we will discuss it later sometime. So for right now, I'll just use this template to deploy our Jenkins server. So I'll create a stack out of it. I will just upload this template. Let me go to this location. I'll select this template. It's done. Now next. Okay, I will just give some name to this template stack. Sorry, Jenkins. T2 micro will be the instance type. Key name, I can give some key name. So I will use this one because I was using this earlier as well. So this will be the key name of the server that will be deployed. and again we will have some VPC ID, so I'm selecting this one, and the subnet IP range. So this is the IP range that will be required for accessing this server. So I'll just give this range. So this will allow all the IPs, inbound connections from all the IPs. It means it's open to the world. Okay, key name is not required here. Okay, I don't need to enter the role, it's optional. It will create by itself. That's fine. Next, so I have all the things ready. I acknowledge everything. So if you want to estimate the cost, you can just go here and check the cost that will be incurred while deploying this stack. So in this case, let it open. So it will be $8.79 per month. The cost will be. So here is how you can calculate the cost for this deployment. That's fine. I can proceed. I'll just hit on create. So the stack creation is in progress. So after some time it will deploy the server as well. So let's wait for that time. And in the meanwhile, we will just power on our servers, which are the part of the deployment group. So I'll just go to the servers and I'll power them on so that they are ready to function when we need them. So these servers are getting powered on, and in the meanwhile we'll be seeing some server deploying here, the Jenkins server. So let's wait for that. So if you see, some things are completed, the role creation and all, and some other things are in progress, so we can just wait for it. So as you can see, the deployment is completed. This I mean to say, the stack has been ran successfully. The CloudFormation template has worked, and we should be having our Jenkins server ready by now. So we have it here. So as you can see, the server is getting initialized. Let us check the status. So it's still going into status checks. So let's wait for some more time until the server is fully initialized. So as you can see, the Jenkins server is ready and it's running fine. So now we can launch, we can go to this browser and we will launch the Jenkins server. So once we get onto here, we get this unlock Jenkins. So this is some new security feature launched by Jenkins, so that the unauthorized users should not log into Jenkins. So we need to go to this location of the server, this where live Jenkins secrets initial admin password. So from there we'll grab the admin password and we will log into Jenkins. So this is for the first time login. So I just went into the server. I went into this location. So I went to the secrets location. I just gave the command cat initial admin password. So I have this password ready, and I just enter this password here and I'll just hit on continue. So I think we are in. Here we go. So we are into the Jenkins now. So it's asking us to customize Jenkins. That's not required right now. We can do it later. We can just start using Jenkins. Okay, so we are in.